everyone owes it to themselves to create an online income stream. If you haven't got an online income stream, you should have one. You owe it to yourself to have one, and why not? You can create one just doing like an hour a day. Instead of watching Netflix or just like mindlessly scrolling, just focus on 1 hour a day to produce an online income stream. That's how simple it can be. My name's Jace Perry. I've created over $1 million in the last 8 years from digital products online. I've tried out a lot, and the one that I've stuck with now, the one that makes me thousands of dollars, is self-publishing books on Amazon, which I create using Canva and AI. Now, I'm not a writer, I'm not an author, just ordinary beginner. I started with nothing and I created tens of thousands of dollars, and it's very doable for anyone. It's beginner friendly. Amazon makes sure that, and the beauty of it is, because Amazon deal with everything, it's very passive. You don't need a website, you don't need a shop front, you don't need to deal with DMs and customers, you don't need to show your face, you don't need to build a following. You can be completely anonymous, you can start today, and you can put in the work, and you can make money. That's how simple it actually is. I mean, if you want a full step-by-step system to follow, so you can actually publish a book today and build on that and start producing more and more books that can make you a passive income stream, I've got a step-by-step program below. I'll leave a link to it. Okay, so let me just put together a quick roadmap for you. Let's just say we're ordinary people. We're just ordinary people. We're ordinary people, me, you, right? We don't know nothing about online income stream, okay? So we're starting at zero, nothing. We haven't got nothing, right? We want to make our first $1,000. So $1,000 is a good goal to get to. So this is us here with nothing. This is us here. Right, the first thing we need. Right, step one. The first thing is we need a vehicle that can get us there. No, I mean you're just going to get in your car. We need something that's going to take us from nothing, not making no money online, zero, to there. I'm going to actually attempt to draw a little car here. Look at that. It's a little Beetle. Okay. We need this vehicle to get us to 1,000. Now, when I'm thinking of vehicles, what do I think of? I think there's a few things we need to make sure it has first, because it will make our life a lot easier as we're going along. And this is, now you're going to see why I choose creating books with Canva and AI and self-publishing on Amazon. Because the first thing this vehicle needs, it needs the passive. It needs a passive element. I want something that you could put work, time, effort in, but at any point you can leave it and it keeps making you money. Right, we want that. The second thing is something we can start now. Start today, right now, no excuses, very low barrier to entry. Why do we want this? Because most people procrastinate, put this off. If you've been thinking about creating an online income stream, there's probably a chance you've been thinking about it for a long time. Right? I did exactly the same thing. We want something we can start now. As that quote or saying goes, start today with what you have. Right? If you got a crappy laptop, use it. All right? You got nowhere to work. You just make a little space on your desk, use it. You've only got like 30 minutes a day because you've got kids and a busy job, use it. Whatever you have, just start. All right? Don't build up an excuse in your head. Oh, I'll do it next week when I have. I'll do it later on in a month when I have time, when I have a new laptop, when I have money. That never comes, okay? You just start today. Just start now. Something you can start now. Okay. Next thing is potential. Like, if we're going to be putting some heart, soul, and effort into this, we want to know that not only can we get that 1,000, but we can go beyond that and make a lot of money, okay? And the last thing, I just thought of this now. I'm going to say, is the word convenience? Convenient? Something we could do in our spare time. All right? Something that we can do. Like we're not tied to anything. You know, you don't have to talk to a client at a certain time. You don't have to do emails at a certain time. Okay, you don't need to produce content every day at a certain time and post 3 times on Instagram every day. Okay, so this is why producing books, Canva and AI works, and self-publishing on Amazon. Because is it passive? Yes, because once you've done the books and you put it on Amazon, when it sells, you don't do anything. Amazon take care of it. Can you start now? Yes. You can literally get an account in 6 minutes. I've timed myself. Canva, you can do for free. AI, you're going to need about $20 a month. But again, you could, from where you are now, not knowing anything, start literally right now and have a book published today. That's what my step-by-step program does, the starter kit, but link below. From that, have it published today. It's live on Amazon in front of millions of buyers, and you run some ads onto it. You got a sale in like, I think the record was me is about 7 days, but one of my students did it in like 9 days. Okay, brand new, follow my system, don't know nothing, sailing 9 days. So you can see how you could start, and that's an asset. He's created an asset that potentially can keep paying him, and he's done the work once. How thing of beauty? It's a thing of beauty. Don't understand why most people aren't doing this. Potential. Come on, you're talking about Amazon now. To give you an idea, that 52 grand that I showed you, I'll put in at the beginning of the video, like when I edit it, I'll edit in there. 52 grand, mostly from 2 books. Check out my Instagram. I documented everything when I was going through it, and from when I started at 0, you could see, boom, like you could do that as long as you're getting the books right. Most people don't get the books right, but we'll talk about this in a minute. I'll give you some pro tips on how to get the books right so you make serious money. Like 2 books, mostly 50 grand in a month, 2 books. So the potential on Amazon is huge. You don't understand it until you start making money. And now I understand it. I push all my students. I tell them, a lot of my students in my 1K program, there's a little disbelief. Oh, I wish I could make this 1K. I'll tell them, you can make 1K in a day with 1 book. I've done it. 2 grand profit in a day, mostly 1 book. Call it 1 grand profit with 1 book. There's 2 books, right? So one was making 1 grand, one's making 1 grand. Profit in a day, all right? Amazon potential, huge, convenient, very convenient. When I made that 52 grand, I just moved to Mauritius. I moved here in October. That 52 grand came in December. I was mostly on the beach, right? The work's done. I can leave it. I don't need to talk to anyone. I don't need to answer any calls. Got no customer service. The more you're removed from people, the more passive, the more convenient it is. All right, and everyone knows that. That's worked with people, because people are pain. They're the pain in the arse, right? They're the ones that's going to take the passive and the fun out of it if you don't get that right. And the average Joe doesn't want to manage people. I don't want to manage people. All right, so there you go. So it's very, very convenient. So step 1 is the vehicle, and that is self-publishing. Publishing on Amazon. It's also called Amazon KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. That's the vehicle. Right, step 2. The tools. Okay, so you've decided now, yes, all right, Jace, I'm with you. I'm gonna give this self-publishing Amazon KDP a go. What do I actually need? What tools do you need to start right now today? The first tool is an Amazon KDP account. Very simple. Search Amazon KDP in Google. Create the account. If you've already got an Amazon account, you literally just takes you straight in. All right, you've got access straight away. You got to fill in your name, your bank details, and your some tax stuff. But it's very self-explanatory. You just follow it step by step, and then you've got your account. You're ready to publish. How crazy is that? Like I said, it takes about 6 minutes to set this up. I'll time myself from scratch, and you're ready. You've literally got access now to publish a book on Amazon.com in front of millions of buyers. All right. So the next thing, what other tools you need? What do you need to create a book? First thing is Canva. Now you can do this for free if you're a bit tight on cash. We'll talk about that in a sec. You can do it for free. I recommend getting Canva Pro. And the next thing is Ideogram. It's an AI software. Just search Ideogram. You need Ideogram, right? If you got to choose, like Ideogram's $20, I think Canva Pro is $15 a month. If you got to choose between those two, choose Ideogram, because Ideogram produces the covers and the cover sells the book. Everyone judges a book on Amazon by its cover, so you want to make sure your cover is top notch. And I would go as far to say is your sole job 80% of the time when you're producing your books is to make sure that you have good covers. All right, you can make a lot of money if you just focus on covers and titles. I shit you not. The interior, when I show my students in the 1K program, because they get access to all my stuff, when I show them the book interior that made me $12,000, this book made me $12,000 profit in a month. when they see the inside of the book, they laugh. And it's just to drive a point home, because they're all focusing on making a really good book inside the interior. And I'm saying, forget that, 20% of your time on that, 80% on the cover and title. Now, my cover and title for that book was amazing. It was one of the best in the niche, because I became the bestseller, and that's how you make that much money, right? But the inside, average. Gets the job done. Good enough not to get bad reviews, but nothing amazing, all right? So, ideogram, because you want titles and covers really good. If you've only got $20 to invest in this, do that. If you've got the $35, then do both Canva Pro and Ideogram. Canva Pro will just make it very easy when you're formatting the books. If you've got no idea how to format books, it's long. It's long to put the book together, because you've got to do about 100 pages. Well, I kid you not. But it'll take you like 3 to 6 hours to do a book. Okay, I'm just giving you to real. That's the honest truth. It will take about that long. Don't do color books. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll give you some pro tips at the end. But don't do color books and notebooks. Right, you're not going to make a lot of money in that. Do like good, solid, full content books, trivia, facts books, books that you could create easily with AI, and they take a bit of formatting to do, like 3 to 6 hours. Keeps away the riff-raff, people that can't be bothered to do anything, and then gives you more chance to make more money. Okay. Like I said, I've got a step-by-step guide program below that basically gives you step-by-step how to do, and we've created a book together, me, you, and AI. All right, I'll hold your hand throughout the whole thing, so check that out if you want. All right, so step 2, your tools. You've got your Canva, Amazon KDP account. You've got your Canva account. You've got your Ideogram account, ChatGPT, which is free. And that's it. Those are the 4 tools you need, maximum $35 a month. But if you do it right, you will get that money back quick. Right, and it makes it a lot easier as well. You don't want to do your covers like freaking hell. I see people in Amazon groups. Saw one this morning. Some lady published a drawing book, and her cover is atrocious. And I could tell straight away she's not going to make any sales. And I think she's a teacher. She's an artist. The inside of the book's going to be amazing, but the cover looks shit. So no one's even going to like click on that book to buy it. And I want to tell these people, but they're not going to listen. So you guys listen to me. Right, just get the cover right. Yeah. Focus on the cover. Right, step 3, and the most important step. So you're saying to me now, okay, Jace, I'm going to go on Amazon KDP. I'm going to self-publish. I've got all the tools ready. How do I make money? All right, good question. Make money. Make money. Right, this is where my pro tips come in. Let's put the pro tips up here in a different color. Pro tips. You're going to get some pro tips straight from the source here, straight from someone that's made thousands of dollars monthly from this profit. All right, first things first, the customer. In fact, one sec, let's do this better. I'm going to make it even more simpler for you, because how do you make money? It actually comes down to, let's put it here, comes down to 3 things. 1, 2, 3. All right, and this is how you make money. A lot of money. You can go from 0 to 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 a month using just this. It's as simple as this, okay? First thing is the customer. Now, this is the bit. Nearly everyone that I see that's not making money, every now and again I scroll Amazon, Facebook groups and see people, why isn't this sold? I've done this book here, I've done this book there, I haven't made sale. Nearly all of them have not chose the right customer. And it's very simple. It will take you 15 minutes to find it. Take you 5 minutes to find a customer, okay? You literally need to find someone, say this is customer here, someone that's spending money on books, $12 plus, and they are actively buying books right now. That is it. It sounds so stupidly simple, but so many people don't do this. So many people that get into this produce a book because they want to produce a book on that subject. They give no thought about the customer. Always, always, always think about the customer. They're the ones that's going to pay you, all right? No one cares about you. No one cares about what you want to say in the book. The customer only cares, how much is it? What am I going to get? If I pay this money to you, if I pay this $12 to you, what am I getting out of it? That's all they care about. So make sure you tell them straight up on the cover the benefits of your book. Make sure you're thinking about the customer. And especially make sure you're thinking about the customer when you do this part. And this part is the perceived value. So you want to give this customer perceived value. And what does that mean? Well, we just spoke about that. That's your title. That's your cover. number one. Those are the main things. That's the main thing they're going to look at to determine whether you buy a book. If you ever scrolled Amazon and bought a book, just like that, impulse buy, think about why you did that. Why did you do that? Think about it and use that for your customer. Most likely title, cover. Yeah, you saw it, think, right, okay. Yeah, the next things is description. Sometimes they might look at the description, maybe you look at the A+ content and reviews. Well, I'll just cover all these. Sorry about writing it. I'll just cover all these real quick. Title, pro tip, clear, not clever, nothing fancy. Tell them exactly what it is, their benefit. If it's a puzzle book for teenage girls, don't say your life as a teenage girl through puzzles or something fancy like that. No, ultimate puzzle book for teenage girls. Done. Clear, not clever. Do it so a 10-year-old understands it like that. All right. The cover. Now, the job of the cover is not only to attract them, so they can see. So it looks good. It looks good. It looks familiar. But the typography. Okay, I'm gonna make a special note to put the typography here because this is very, very important. So the job of the cover is to show the title looking interesting, because people reading the title, Ultimate Puzzle Book for Teenage Girls, it's got to look good with the typography. That typography's got to suit a teenage girl, right? So it's got to look good for them. You're not going to do a blocky, masculine looking typography that looks like that, because that doesn't suit them, okay? It's got to suit the customer to a T and also look interesting. Don't use Canva fonts. Oh my gosh, I saw one today. It looked terrible. They literally done some fancy design in Canva and then just took a simple bog standard Canva font like Montserrat, whatever it is, or whatever, just like Arial or something like that. Just done it in bold. That boring. People have seen it before. People have been seeing that font for years. They're fatigued by it. You don't even think to read the cover because it looks so crap. Don't do that. You use ideogram. All right, ideogram will do an interesting typography for you. It will do a one-of-one typography, so your book's the only one with that typography, and it will make it look amazing, and that's what sells the book. Okay, so those two things can literally sell a book. Description, not AI. I'm going to put here description, AI, no. Don't just do it in AI. All right, remember what I said. Think about the customer and talk to that customer. A headline in your description. Ask them a question that's going to get them thinking. If it's a teenage puzzle book for girls, it might be the parents buying it. So the question is, are you fed up of seeing your teenage girl on the phone scrolling? You much rather they do something productive, right? Straight away in their mind, if that's a mum or dad, they're like, yes, please. Okay, blah, blah, blah. This puzzle book's amazing. It will talk about the benefits, not just the features, although you want to do both. The benefit of this is it takes them off the screen. Takes them off crappy TikTok, takes them being corrupted by social media, and you're going to get them thinking again. Yes, that's a great benefit. I'm buying it, all right? A+ content is kind of like the description, but now you want to show it. You've just spoke about how wonderful your puzzle book is. Now show them how wonderful it is. Show them there's a variety of puzzles inside. And again, benefits of it, okay? And reviews. Now, reviews a bit tricky. I used to recommend a site called Pubby, where you literally just go in there, you leave your book and people legit leave your review. But I don't know now. I think Amazon have a problem with that. I wouldn't risk it. It's not worth risking your account over getting a review. If you know anyone in America or UK, you can legit ask a friend of a friend to buy this book and ask them to leave you a fair, legit review. Please buy this book and check it out. I'm targeting teenage girls with this book. You've got a teenage girl. Can you buy it and let me know what you think? And leave an honest review and let's get a 5-star. You only need one review there, all right? If you got one good review, people just see the 5-star or 4.5-star, and that's good, all right? And the last thing now, to wrap this all up, by the way, if you're getting value from this and you're still here, thank you for still watching. Please leave me a like and a comment as well. I read all my comments. I'm not getting a lot, so I'll read them. And subscribe for more videos like this. Last one is, I'm going to call it eyeballs. Getting eyeballs on your book. And you do that in two ways. All right. You can either produce loads of books. Remember, you're sticking to one customer. So you're sticking to one customer, teenage girls, puzzle book for teenage girls, puzzle book and trivia for teenage girls, trivia and facts for teenage girls. It's all for teenage girls there, yeah? So you keep doing the same books to that one customer, increases your chance of making sales, and also you get better at producing books to that customer. And what I see most people do is they produce a book. Let me get my colour here. Just say they produce a book for teenage girl. Maybe they do 2. It doesn't sell, so they think there's no money there, so they move over to teenage boys. Then they move over to seniors. Then they move over to dads, and they're just hopping around from niche to niche. When really, we know for a fact that this customer here is spending over $12 a book and buying books. The only reason your book is not selling, if it's not, is because your book's not good enough yet. Right? And you get better if you stick to the same customer and keep producing books and keep focusing on the perceived value, okay? And then the second thing you could do, of course, and I highly recommend this, is set up ads. So your ads on these books, get it in front of this customer quicker, straight away, and there straight away you can make a sale. That's what I'm saying. I make sales in 7 days. Some of my students made it within 9 days, 10 days. They make sales, okay? Brand new, spanking new at this, okay? Like I said, I've got the whole system there. I'll take you from nothing to publish to making a sale in 10 days if you get the book accelerator pack. It's all there below. Just grab it now. And that's all there is to it. So you can go, to summarize, you can go from where you are now without knowing anything. Just getting a KDP account, get your Amazon KDP account, get a Canva account, get Ideogram. That you can all get today, like literally in 10 minutes you can have all 3 of those. Okay? And then start just producing books with Canva and Ideogram. Publish it onto Amazon. When you publish it onto Amazon, if it's a full content book like that, not a crappy colored book or notebook, it goes through in 24 hours. So 24 hours, you've got a digital asset on Amazon, like digital asset that can keep paying you. And it just blows my mind how people don't do this. It's like you've got at your fingertips an hour a day. You can literally create something in 6 months from now, even sooner. Like you, when I talk 6 months, I'm talking about making like $1,000 at least in 6 months. But some people, you might only want like a couple of $100 to help pay your bills. That's what I started on. You can literally have that in like a few months, and it's coming in every single month, and it's right there at your fingertips. Like you could do it right here, right now. It just blows my mind. You're aligning yourself with Amazon. So much potential. So there you go. And I'll get off my soapbox now. Subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.